you ever have one of those mornings where your whole life just blows up before breakfast? Yeah, that was me standing in an airport terminal watching a gate agent's face turn from bored to, "We got a situation in 2 seconds flat." My daughter Mia, 16 AP history nerd. The kind of kid who reminds you to pack snacks. She's gripping her boarding pass so hard her fingers are shaking. And this woman in a hot pink blazer is screaming at the top of her lungs that we're trying to traffic children. Not kidding. In front of God Country and about 200 strangers at Gate 12B, welcome to my Tuesday. Let me back up a sec, because this wasn't some exotic vacation or sketchy solo trip. This was the school's big Washington, D.C. adventure. You know, the one you save up for, sign a mountain of permission slips for. Yeah, I used black ink like a normal person. Mia spent weeks packing, repacking, folding her hoodie like it was a Fabergé egg. I'd worked 2 jobs for months to make this happen, counting every penny. We got up at 4 in the morning to make sure nothing went wrong. Spoiler alert, everything went wrong. Enter Karen. You know the type. She's not even supposed to be at our gate. Her ticket says, "Orlando, bless whoever's waiting for her there." She's dragging her husband, who looks like he's aged a decade since sunrise, and then she spots Mia's bright blue school group pass. Locks on like a heat-seeking missile. Next thing I know, Karen's marching over, sunglasses still on indoors because, of course, snatching the pass right out of Mia's hand. "This is fake," she announces loud enough to rattle the vending machines. "The font is wrong. I know forgery when I see it." Now Mia's trying to explain it's a legit group ticket, but Karen's just getting louder. Suddenly security's on their way, and everyone's staring like we're in the world's worst reality show. I step between Karen and my kid, my heart hammering so hard I think the whole airport can hear it. "Ma'am, please, that's her ticket. It's for the school group." Karen just folds her arms, gives me that smirk and says, "I already reported you. You're not getting on that plane." They're pulling the manifest right now. Then Daniel, the gate agent, bless him, honestly, the patience of a saint, takes the pass from Karen's claws. Scans it once, beep green, scans it again, beep green. Karen's eye twitches, but she's doubling down. "Your scanner's broken." That girl is being trafficked. Look at her. She's terrified. Yeah, she was terrified because a grown woman was screaming that her own mom was a criminal in front of a couple hundred strangers at 5:15 a.m. Mia squeezes my hand so tight, her nails dig in. I'm 2 seconds from losing it when Daniel, still calm, looks up and says, "Ma'am, the complaint you filed 20 minutes ago, you typed the confirmation number wrong. You blocked your own daughter's pass, not hers." And there it is. The whole gate goes silent. Karen's jaw drops, closes, opens again. Her husband's gone the color of skim milk. 3 rows back, hiding behind a Starbucks, is Karen's own daughter, let's call her Lily, holding the same blue pass, wearing the same hoodie, now flagged thanks to her mom's typo. Daniel holds up both passes. Same group, same flight. Only difference is 1 letter in the confirmation. Karen reported her own kid. I'm thinking, okay, surely this is the end. She'll apologize, back away, maybe cry a little. Oh, sweet summer child, how wrong I was. Nope. The instant she realizes she's outed herself, Karen's eyes laser in on me. She doesn't get embarrassed. She gets angry, decides if she's going down, she's taking us with her. She lunges for the counter, shouting, "I must have switched the numbers to Framer," screaming for TSA to detain us both. She grabs Mia's backpack, swearing there's drugs inside. That's when I lose it. That's when security finally steps in. And that's when Karen throws out her next move, the one none of us saw coming. Security has her by both arms, but she's still shrieking, "Check the bag." She's smuggling something. TSA takes Mia's backpack from Karen's vice grip. My daughter's white as a sheet, finally crying for real, and I swear I feel something inside me snap. I kneel in front of Mia, blocking the circus. "Baby, look at me. You're okay. I'm right here." She nods, but she's shaking like a leaf. Behind me, Karen's husband is whisper yelling, "Susan, stop. Just stop." Like a man who's seen this movie before. The TSA agent unzips the backpack. First thing out, Mia's history project folder, thick with notes on the Lincoln Memorial. Second thing, a bag of sour gummy worms. Third thing, her stuffed elephant, the one she slept with since she was 4. Don't judge. Karen goes quiet just for a second, then pivots. See, she's drugging the child with candy to keep her compliant. I actually laughed out loud. Couldn't help it. The TSA agent holding the elephant gives Karen a look that could peel paint. That's when Lily Karen's own daughter finally stands up. Same hoodie, same ponytail, same haunted eyes. She walks up and quiet enough the whole gate leans in, says, "Mom, you did this to me last year at Disney. You thought my wristband was fake. I missed the shuttle and cried in the parking lot for 2 hours." Karen freezes. Everyone's watching phones halfway raised. Nobody quite brave enough to film. Lily keeps going, voice cracking. "You always do this. Any girl my age having fun, you decide she's being trafficked or brainwashed or whatever. You ruin everything." Karen cycles through shock, guilt, rage, and then just ice. She yanks her arms free, points at me, and says, "This woman paid her daughter to say that. They're working together." I swear the whole crowd groans in unison. Daniel, the gate agent, Saint Legend, raises his tablet, says, "Ma'am, your complaint email's still open on the kiosk. You want me to read it aloud?" Karen goes the color of old ham. Daniel doesn't wait. He starts reading, "To whom it concerns. Confirmation, 7LLB9QX is fraudulent. Minor traveling with suspicious adult. Immediate action required." Then he looks up. "Except Mrs. Whitford, your daughter's confirmation is 7LB9QX. Jenna's is 7LB9QZ. You changed one letter and flagged your own kid." Karen opens her mouth, closes it, then does the craziest thing yet. She snatches Lily's boarding pass, rips it in half, and screams, "Fine. Neither of them is flying. If I can't trust the system, nobody does." Lily lets out this broken sob I'll never forget. Security moves in for real cuffs, the works. But before they drag Karen away, she glares at me and hisses, "You think this is over? I know people at your HOA. I've seen your Christmas lights. Wait until I tell the board what kind of mother lets her daughter fly unsupervised." I just about dropped right there. I didn't know she lived in my neighborhood. Didn't know she'd been watching my house, snapping photos of Mia getting off the school bus. As they hauled her off, she's still yelling about lawsuits about ruining my life. Her husband follows like a ghost. Lily's crying into her hoodie. The rest of the gate erupts, half the crowd cheering for Daniel, half demanding the airline put Mia and Lily on the next flight, first class, free upgrades, the whole deal. Mia's whispering, "Mom, is she really in our neighborhood?" And I have no answer, because I'm just now realizing this wasn't random. See, 3 weeks earlier, I'd been elected HOA treasurer. The old treasurer who resigned after some creative accounting was discovered Susan Marie Whitford, Karen herself. She didn't mess up the confirmation number by accident. She recognized us from the neighborhood Facebook group and saw her chance for revenge. Not even 6 hours later, we land in D.C. Mia's passed out on my shoulder, Lily across the aisle texting her dad who'd managed to get her on our flight. I finally let myself breathe wrong. My phone lights up with 47 notifications. Our HOA Facebook group had exploded. Urgent safety concern, treasurer's daughter linked to airport trafficking incident. Blurry gate photos, Karen's own body cam footage, how in a 12-paragraph post from Karen herself, written from the back of a police cruiser, accusing me of trafficking kids for profit. We get to the hotel. The post already has 312 comments, half demanding my removal as treasurer, half calling Karen unhinged. I put the girls in a room, order pizza, tell them not to open the door for anyone. Then I call an emergency board meeting from the hotel bathroom, trying not to cry loud enough for Mia to hear. 7 board members. 3 look worried for me, 4 like they've made up their minds. The president, Greg, clears his throat. "Jenna HOA board got an email from Susan. She says you orchestrated the airport fiasco to humiliate her after she found discrepancies in the accounts." I nearly dropped the phone. Discrepancies: I found $18,400 transferred to a holiday lighting reserve matching Karen's LLC. I was quietly collecting evidence. She knew it. This whole airport scene was her burning the place down on her way out. Greg keeps going. "She's calling for a special vote to remove you tomorrow, threatening to sue." Then Mrs. Alvarez, sweet banana bread baking. Mrs. Alvarez whispers, "Jenna, did you really try to traffic children?" That broke me. I hung up and cried till my ribs hurt. Then my phone buzzes a text from an unknown number. Check your front door camera. Daniel, the gate agent. Somehow he sent me a video Karen at my house 3:12 a.m., black hoodie stuffing something in my mailbox, spray painting and giant red trafficker lives here across my garage door. But here's the best part. She didn't see my new Ring camera. The one she'd voted against in the HOA meeting because it ruined curb appeal. The one that live streamed straight to Mrs. Alvarez's phone, who at that very moment was forwarding the footage to every single neighbor. Caption: meeting canceled. We're calling the cops. By 8 a.m., Karen's arrested in her driveway for vandalism, harassment, and filing a false report. By 10, the airline bans her for life and issues a public apology. By 2, the school posts about Mia's extraordinary resilience. By 4, the HOA unanimously votes to kick Karen out, effective immediately. The twist: cops found the missing $18,400 in a shoebox under her desk alongside photos of half the teens in the neighborhood labeled potential victims. Karen didn't just steal, she'd convinced herself she was a hero, running some bizarre crusade thanks to one too many Netflix docs. She took a plea deal, restitution therapy, her husband filed for divorce, Lily moved in with her aunt and still sends Mia memes every day. Mia came home with a medal from her teacher and a new best friend. I came home to a garage door now proudly painted white by the HOA Fine Fund reading "Home of the Treasurer Who Cares." And every time I see that floodlight camera, I smile. Sometimes the covenants work. Sometimes the loudest voice is hiding the darkest secret. And sometimes when a Karen tries to destroy your life over one letter, karma hands you the receipt. So tell me, what would you have done? Where's the line between protecting your kid and destroying someone else's life? Drop your thoughts below, because if you've got a story about justice, I want to hear it. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and let's see whose story gets the last laugh.